Okay, you're gonna have to forgive how dark it is right now. I'm in a parking garage in LA. And I am here in LA to visit a couple of very important people. For the first time, I'm going to meet executive producer Franco Sama in person. Also later this afternoon, I'm going to be visiting with Tom Armbruster, who is the president and CEO of the 209 Group, which is a special effects house here in Los Angeles. I'm going to see the brand new tech that he's got. Very excited to talk with him about our ideas. And more importantly, I'm just really excited to see this tech. This stuff is insane, and I can't wait to see it for myself in person. Meeting with Franco finally was fantastic. He took us on a tour of LA Center Studios where he works, has several sound stages where a number of productions have been hosted over the years, including one of my favorite shows, Mad Men. I never get tired of the environment that movies and TV shows happen in. There's just something that's kind of electric about it. I'm like a kid in a candy store with that kind of stuff. We got to talk about everything that's going on and how good the investment is going already, which he was very excited about, of course. We were able to meet with Tom Armbruster at 209 Group. We were able to see his whole setup. He just last week installed LED walls, which is the same background tech that kind of takes the place mostly of blue screens and green screens and allows you to just put an actor in an environment that looks photoreal, but that actually is not. And the great thing is that these aren't like photographs that you put on the screens. These are 3D renders that are done with a video game engine called Unreal. And that means that the environment can be manipulated. You can change the lighting, you can move a scoreboard from one place to another, you can turn on the fan or turn it off, and you can do all of this digitally. Pretty much anything you can imagine you can do within this 3D rendered environment. And even when you're standing there with it face to face, it looks 100% real. And of course, it looks even more real in camera. And so getting to check out that space with Tom and hearing him talk about his career and how he came into it and how excited he is for this technology, about how he just met with the Marvel guys last week, and the fact that Tom saw the short film of The Shift and believed in it so much and what we're doing so much that he offered this space and this technology to us to use for free is still a mind-blowing thing for me. Orlando is more of a visual effects guy than I am. I mean, I love visual effects, but Orlando knows visual effects, works in visual effects. He was really taken with it and understood, of course, everything Tom said on a level that I quite frankly did not. And we also had the chance to talk with Tom about some of the sequences that we want to pull off. Thankfully, everything we talked about, everything we want to do, Tom could see clearly how it could be done, and he saw very clearly, as I do, how these spaces, which a couple years ago didn't even exist, are really the best spaces to do these sequences in for The Shift. So we're gonna have some state-of-the-art visual effects, the kind of which a film of our size never really would have access to otherwise. And we're able to do that because of Tom and because he is somebody who believes in what we're doing and wants to support us. That kind of support is how we make this film even better than it would be otherwise. And I'm very, very grateful for that. This was our LA trip. We got so much more to do before this movie's ready to be made, but this was an important day. This was an important day to connect with Tom and connect those dots with Franco as well. It's coming together. That's what I see happening. It's just coming together.